A car travels 252 miles on 8 gallons of gas. Find the rate in miles per gallon, MPG. With 15 gallons, how far could it go? If gas costs $3.50 per gallon, find the cost for that trip and add 8% tax. As usual, let's split this problem up into pieces. Okay, so the first piece of information, first thing we need to figure out is the rate in miles per gallon of this particular car. Now, MPG, miles per gallon, per means divide. Okay, so we're going to do miles divided by gallons. So they tell us 252 miles, okay, M, divided by 8 gallons of gas. So let's do 252 divided by 8. Okay. 8 goes into 25 3 times. 3 times 8 is 24. Subtract 1, bring down 2. 8 goes into 12 once. Okay, 8, we have a 4. And then 8 does not go into 4, but if we have a decimal point, we can bring up this decimal point, bring down a 0, and then 8 goes into 40 5 times. So the first thing they want us to find, the miles per gallon, looks like this particular car can go 31.5 miles per gallon of gas. Okay, so 31.5, that's the first thing right there. MPG, 31.5 miles per gallon. Now, the second thing, with 15 gallons, how far could it go? So we said every gallon, it can go 31.5 miles per gallon, right? Miles. So if we had 15, how far can we go? Well, 31.5, that's per 1 gallon. So let's multiply this by 15. Okay, so just straightforward multiplication. 25, carry the 2, 7, 15, 5, 1, 3, add 5, 12, carry the 1, becomes 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 1 is 7, 1 plus 3 is 4, and then 1 decimal point. The second thing they ask us, with 15 gallons, how far could it go? With 15 gallons, the car can go 472.5 miles. Okay, this is the second piece that they're asking us with 15 gallons right here. Let's find the third thing. If gas costs $3.50 per gallon, find the cost for that trip. Okay, well, it's $3.50 per gallon. Okay, gallon. And then we have 15 gallons. Per gallon, that's per 1 gallon, so let's do 15 times 350. Okay, 15 times 350. Now remember, I'm going to add a 0 at the end, and then we need 2 decimal points at the end as well, okay? So 5 times 5 is 25. Carry the 2. 3 times 5 is 15. Carry the 1. 4. Add 5. 2. 5. And then we have to add a 0. And then 2 decimal points. So if gas is $3.50 per gallon and we have 15 gallons, that trip would cost $52.50. That's the third part, $52.50. And our fourth part is, let's add an 8% tax. Okay, so we have $52.50. $52.50. And they're asking us to add 8% tax. Okay, so 8% is the same as 0.08. So if we're adding an 8% tax in decimal form, that would be 1 plus 0.08, which is 1.08. So if we multiply 5250 times 1.08, that would give us our final answer. Okay, so let's multiply this out. At the very end, we need 4 decimal digits. All right, so let's do this. Here we go. 8 times 0. 8 times 5 is 40. Carry the 4. 8 times 2 is 16. Plus 4, 20. 8 times 5 is 40. Plus 2 is 42. Okay. Now, these are all just zeros. Okay, and then 1. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. And then 5. 0, 0, 0, 7, 6, 5. And then we need 4 decimal places there. Okay. So with 8% tax, we would have $56.70. So that's the fourth part right there. And there you have it. We did the 4 parts of this one math problem.